Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Gilgamesh's Artisans, where today we have just started, as of last episode, a new mechanic that I am enjoying. So we're going to continue this with this. So the new mechanic, if you did not see last episode, we got back to some easier puzzles after doing something monstrous. Involves either saying that the two shapes are the same or the two shapes are different. And so here we get this combination of these things. So how are we going to go about this? So these are different. So one of these sides is a square and one of these sides isn't a square. Okay, well, if I think through all the ways that I could include this corner, it's going to be like that, which doesn't work, like that, which does work, or like that, which doesn't work because it isolates that. So they all include that. And the same is going to be true around all the corners. And so then the question is, since all three of these are the same, if they were all three squares, it would force this to be a square, which would be wrong. So in fact, these are all three triangles, which makes this a square, and then makes that, or triangle's the wrong word, but triominoes, yeah, there we go. Okay. Dominoes and X's. Okay, so one of these two cells has an X in it, and there's no way I can draw an X through this. So I have to draw an X through this, and I'm pretty sure the only X I can draw is that one. So that makes this a domino. This is assuredly a domino, so that's a domino, that's a domino, that's a domino, oops. Domino, that's a domino, that's a domino, that's a domino. This has to be an X, because notice it can't, it definitely contains that. Okay, and then I got to domino, domino, domino. I'm gonna lighten these two oranges a bit. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty nice. Okay. Playing Tetris today. So we know that's there. We know this is here. No. Right. Because this is a different shape. So that has to extend, which makes this extend like that, I see. Let's see, we got a thing over here. Got a thing over here. I can't extend orange into this cell, though, because if I do, there's no shape I can make. So I have to extend orange there. Which makes this join up with that and to be one of these. Let's see, this is an S. And it can't be that S because that isolates something, so it's got to be the only other S it can be, which is that S. Which quite conveniently leaves this over here for me to color. Oh yeah, I even had some equals that I didn't even use, actually. There There we go. Yeah, I like that combo. So. Restore the Gemini and Delta window. How many puzzles are there here? Okay, 14 of 21 for it to be silver. Okay, my shaped bank has those in it. Well, I'm only fitting a Shameamino there. Okay, so this is... Well, this can't be a square, so this has got to be a window. Because this blocked it off from being a square, so that's a Shameamino again. This has got to be 2 Shameaminos, because it can't be anything else. This always includes that, regardless. But it can't be the window, because if it was the window, I'd have a window touching a window, so this one's actually the square. Shame. Shame again, actually. This now has to be a window because of the fact that it touches a Shameamino and can't be a square. Drop a little purple in there. We've got some shame action there. And here. And there. And then we're done, although we're going to make that orange. This probably doesn't want to be the only purple. This could probably be like a lighter blue, maybe in the middle of both of those Cheerios. Be a different shade of green. There we go. Okay, got one of those. Versus that, so that one's done. So this is a length 3 one. And it can only go that way. Makes this a domino. This is also a domino, so it goes that way. This, by virtue of the fact that these two are the same and these two are the same, is one of these. Okay, this goes this way, and now it's the same as that, so it looks like that. This one, therefore, goes like that. Now these twos have to go like that, although we've got to restore a little bit of order here. This one wants to be yellow, though. But not that yellow, that yellow. Yeah. Oh. Okay, all of that is forced, so the yellow needs to grow. The blue needs to grow, so the yellow needs to grow again, and now it has to finish. Now the blue ends up like that, and now the red ends up like that. Did those being different matter? I don't think we needed that. We certainly need it for this one to know that this one goes at least that far. Let's see, we've got similar pattern down here where that's going to come over like that. So this is now at least 3 long, but if I push this up, I'm going to create a problem. which is that I'm going to force this up, and now it's going to be 5 long, and now this isn't going to finish. So actually, this one has to go this way. And it's at least 3 in its long side. But it can't be longer than 3 on its long side because of this. So in fact, we get all of that clicks in. So that means that this is one of those. And that's one of those. Yeah, there we go, almost. I think I'd like this to be that duller blue. Oh, is that duller blue? Nope, not that. Is that duller blue? Yeah, it's one of these. There we go. Okay. A couple hiding over here. Oh, here we don't have a shape bank. We just have a, hey, make these the same. Okay, so now these are both done, because they have to be the same, and this one could only be a length 3 line. This one could only be a bent triomino. This one is now not of size 1 or 2, so this one is at least of size 3. This one is the same as that one of size 3 that includes a bend, and so now they're both done. Well, I screwed that up. Oh, I see what I did. The point is, I don't actually know it takes this, or I don't know that this has to bend up here. It could bend up over there. But if this does bend up here, I make it impossible, so I can't bend up there. So I have to actually bend up over there, which lets me do that. I got tricked by that one, I'll be honest. Okay, Shamamino. Got those going there. This is the same as... that, so we're making a really weird shape to possibly accommodate this being true. If this goes down, if this light green, yellow, if this yellow comes down here, there's no way I can put a fork in this green, so it doesn't do that. So the yellow comes over here, and certainly doesn't yet have that, so the yellow has that. This cell... Oh, sorry, I don't know that these are... In fact, they can't both be... Anyway, I need a fork in this, and if I don't go down here, I'm also not getting a fork. But if I don't go over here, I'm not getting a fork. And now they're almost the same shape, but not quite. But now they are the same shape. Okay, I've got to, like... little, got a domino and a window. So this one is a domino and that one's a domino. Because I can't put a window over here. In fact, the only places I can put windows actually are around the holes, because if I try and put a window somewhere else, then I run into this problem that the window encloses something that's not a domino or a window. So the point is, this side is definitely therefore part of a domino because there's no window I can draw that goes through this square because it would have to enclose a circle. So if this is a domino, that means this side's a window. And so I have to figure out which window can I draw through this square. Only this one. So therefore, that's a domino, that's a domino, that's a domino, that's a domino, that's a domino. That's a domino. That's a domino. That's a domino, and that's a domino. That's a domino. We get to domino that up there. Domino this around here. Domino there. Domino here, 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 and here. And make that one stand out a little bit more since it's the one that's different. Oh, this is like an instruction thing. I thought that was going to be another difficulty 6 puzzle. Okay, let's do these two, and then I think we'll call it a good thing for an episode. Okay. One of these two horrible shapes. Good to know. Okay, so we need 2 of those shapes on this side, which collectively need to actually cover this square, so that this is 16 squares on this side. And as you can see if you look at them, the one fits in the other. And the way it fits in the other makes it, I think, so that... Yeah, we sort of need one of each on each side. So we're always going to have one of sort of these. And so then what's the commonality? I'm sort of visualizing what this looks like. Yeah, this is always going to be part of the square as this sits in. And then this is always going to be the frame. As the point being that these two are different. So there's a divide there. Wait, is that wrong? No, sorry. These two are the same, actually. It's these two that are different. Because one of them is the same as the yellow and one of them is different than the yellow. Which then means that this has to be that piece. And this is that piece. Okay, and so now this is the same as that. So if I picture... So this is the same as that. This is different. So this is the ring around the outside. That's the inside piece. And there we go. But we can make this much prettier, I think. There we go. Alrighty, that seems to have done this mirror. So I think we can end this episode here for today. But fear not, we'll be back. We've got plenty more of puzzles around this area, including, I see, unfortunately, there was another 6 difficulty puzzle. Oh, I seem to have missed these at the entrance. Well, we'll go back and we'll look at those again. But thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll be back soon. here with Artisans of Glimmith. So see you all next time. Bye for now.